of colors. He also brings it to us with a non-stick interior. You should also know that this is a one-day only priced item. What does that mean? That means this is the lowest price, Mark Charles, we're going to see on this item for 6 months.
Okay.
I can also tell you without a shadow of a doubt, this particular pot is not being reordered.
Oh boy.
When it sells out tonight, any color we're going to take right off the set. So you want to grab it now while the getting is good, because this represents a 35% savings off the regular QVC price. And it won't be this price, this low price again for 6 months. That is if we have any of these left, which I highly doubt. So let's go colors real quickly.
Okay, go ahead.
Just to remind everybody that we have this in eggplant. I have 150 left in eggplant. We're not kidding. This is super, super limited. Here it is in the orange, 900 left. Here it is in the red, 1,700 red, but that's our most popular kitchen color. That's going to fly. Here it is in the olive, 1,400, and finally in the black. 1,100 in the black. A lot of folks are picking up more than one of these because as we get into the fall season of the year, Mark Charles, and we're rediscovering our kitchens again, and we're turning off the barbecue, we're going to need these extra burner pots to do so much cooking. And with 11 cups, you've got giant capacity.
And don't be mistaken that you think 11 cups because we're going vertical isn't a lot. That's a lot of pasta. That is beautifully filled for at least 6 to 8 people easily. Then the second one I use to just do plain old sauce. This could be mom's homemade sauce. This could be a jarred sauce. Because of that great non-stick, it doesn't matter if you're using a tomato sauce and you're heating it up or cooking it from scratch. It's not going to stick on you. It's not going to stain. It's not going to absorb any odors. Easy to clean. You still have that cook and look lid with the dual strainer. It's really important to point out that with this cook and look lid, you have 2 types of straining. You can actually have large straining right here, which is the large holes. You flip this and you actually have small strain. So that means, you know, think of like peas and smaller pastas, but then the larger items you can actually strain out like this. So I'll show you that right now. We have some new potatoes in here, but I'm going to bring this on over here and show you what I love is because the top part handle is actually covered in silicone, the handle itself is actually covered in silicone. You don't burn, you don't need a mitt. So you can grab this right off the stove. This is hot and actually strain with no mitts. All I have to do is touch the silicone and silicone. Remember, silicone not only does not absorb any odors or stains, it dissipates heat very quickly. So you don't need that pot holder. Look how you can see cook and look right the way through. You can see what water's left. You can steam and boil in this. And what I love is, after you've pulled this all out, the built-in colander, but then we've also got this great basket concept. You don't have to use the basket each time, but you can do a whole set of potatoes.
It sure is easier to retrieve all those potatoes when they're in the strainer basket. Also easy to pull them right out of the liquid if for some reason you're cooking pasta and you need to reserve some pasta water.
That's right.
To go into your sauce or what have you.
Exactly.
It's going to work out really nicely. I can tell you now we've taken orders for over 500 of these gone. I do want to let you know, eggplant just sold out. Remember, there is no reorder on this. When we sell out of any more colors, they're coming off the set. And we're not going to be able to bring this particular pot back in. Now, in the orange, 900 left. In the red, most popular, 1,500. That means 200 in the red since I gave you your last update. Gone. Here it is in olive, 1,300 gone, or excuse me, left. And then in the black, 900 remaining. QVC.com mobile app's best way to get through right now. Expiring offer, price goes away end of day, or when this item sells out, whichever comes first. And at this rate, I think the when it sells out part's going to come first.
And now, of course, we've got an enamel exterior, which is great because things will easily wash off of it. It's not going to stay on it. Let's give you some ideas. So again, with that built-in basket, we also, I want to point out, see the silicone handle on there? That's hot, hot water. It's okay because it dissipates the heat. You can grab that handle and pull out all those carrots that you were able to steam or boil. Remember, you have an option when it comes to the basket. If you put a little bit of water and the lid on there, you can actually steam the product or the vegetable. And my little rule of thumb is if it's green, I would suggest you steam to keep it from getting you know, all the nutrients coming out. The next thing we're going to talk about is hot dogs. How about being able to do 24 hot dogs, boiled or steamed, standing straight up? Remember, we took the concept of an asparagus cooker, we melded it with a teapot and a ladle and a measuring cup and came up with this. Now again, so see what I just did here? The handle is actually sitting inside the water. You can always take a pair of tongs, pull them out of the boiling water. Watch this. We can grab it right away. It's not too hot because silicone doesn't hold heat. Yeah, it cools so I can take 18 eggs and boil them perfectly.
And here's what's happening. They're not banging into one another. My shirt's all
You're using like a tenth of the amount of water that you would for 18 eggs, the 10th amount of time, energy, and heat. So it works out great.
Exactly. Let's give you another color update. And Mark Charles, get back there and work on my color.
Sure, I'll get that on.
Thank you. It's all crazy back there.
It is crazy town.
Earlier, I mean, well, crazier than normal. All right, now, here's the, thank you, sir. Here's the orange, 700 left in the red, 1,100 in the olive, 1,200 and in the black. Let me just take 700 in the black. Let me just remind you again, one day only priced item means this. Only good for the day in which it's presented or until it sells out. And in this case, we're not reordering this particular pot. We are showing you a price that represents 35% savings off the regular QVC price. We're all looking for a great deal these days, and why not? You want this fourth burner pot for so many reasons. For the pasta, for the potatoes, for the sauce, for the soup. This all works together, and if you need to clean it up, a quick hand wash in the sink, a little warm soapy water, because I find an item this size is probably easier to wash in the sink because it doesn't fit very easily in a lot of dishwashers. So better to go in the sink with this. Mark Charles, we've seen carrots, hot dogs, eggs, now asparagus.
110 asparagus. That is the plural asparagus. 110 pencil asparagus is sitting in there. We steamed broccoli. That was steamed. Look at the broccoli. Look at the difference when you steam green vegetables. Look how beautifully radiant that green is. It's not dried out. It's not gray. And it gets washed out when you boil it. So again, when green, steam. That's my little hint. Here, give you some other ideas. Great teapot. Remember, the idea came from melding a teapot with a stock pot. Well, you can actually infuse, which you can't do with your other teapot, the bags, lemon, some cinnamon sticks. But remember, I gave you that small strain. You can strain everything out and actually have an infused tea of orange and cinnamon and lemon done in your home. This could be iced. You could do mulled wine. You can do hot chocolates in here. You can do coffees in here. Then we're going to talk about my other favorite thing is what I call the restaurant quality style appetizer, where you could actually steam in there with olive oil, some butter, some herbs, and some white wine.
And let me just tell you real quickly,
pour it out.
Half the quantity we brought in for our one day only priced item is gone. 2,800 are now spoken for. We're very, very limited in the remaining colors. Look at these beautiful, beautiful seafood at what would normally be a very expensive appetizer in a restaurant.
Right?
Now you get a little crusty bread
in minutes.
And dip in that broth.
Minutes.
Delightful. Now, let me update you again and tell you real quickly. In the orange, 500 left to go around. In the red, 600 now left to go around. In the olive, 900, and in the black, 400 remaining. 3,000 are now gone in this show. Mark Charles, everyone's loving the summer corn coming in about now. Look at 4 ears.
Corn right inside the basket, which we love. I'm going to bring that right over here. Okay. Let's give you an idea of doing soup. If you do plain old soup and you want to pour it out, remember this has got a built-in ladle on it. So you don't need to have a ladle because the pour spout has been really manufactured and mastered, so it's like a ladle. Look at that. Pour it right out. Keep everything on the stove to keep it warm. You need more, just go back and pour more.
What you don't want to do is wait because we don't have many more of these to go around. 5,500 is what we started with. In the orange, 400 left. In the red, 400 left. In the olive, 900, and in the black, 250 now left to go around. Expiring offer goes away end of day today or when the item sells out, whichever comes first. 35% savings off the regular QVC price. And I'll tell you now, we have 800 people waiting to place an order. So please use QVC.com and those QVC mobile apps. Mark Charles coming up later.
Brand new.
Something brand new from Kuhn Rikon. So stick around for that. In the meantime, we're going to check in with the always gorgeous Stacy, looking even more gorgeous tonight.
Thank you so much.